Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to continue. It's been a little hiatus, but we're going to get back to our 1983 one-and-done tournament. This is Game 13, Round 3, the Sweet 16. We have the number 1 seed Chicago White Sox at 99-63. They would win the West in 1983, but lose in the pennant to the Baltimore Orioles, who would go on to beat the Phillies in the World Series, against the number 16 seed, the Cinderellas, New York Metropolitans. Metropolitans had to win in round 1 to get to round 2. They had to win in round 2 to get to round 3. White Sox make their first appearance as the top 8 teams. The top 8 teams had a bye until round 3, sort of like an FA Cup. We have Mike McAllister here at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Hope you're feeling good, my friend. We have Ed Lynch versus Richard Dotson, as I almost said Richard Dawson, and Ed Lynch for the Metropolitans was 10-10 with a 4.28 earned run average, and he gave up 17 gopher balls. And Richard Dotson, 20-game winner, 22-7 with a 3.23 ERA, allowing 19 homers, striking out 137 and walking 106. Ed Lynch struck out 44, walked 41. Big difference in pitching here. Mets would love to get to that bullpen. Again, the bullpen is always fresh because we have one game. We always like to think of a one-game layoff in between games. Starters are the ones that we have to move around. As Mike McAllister says, let's go Mets. The Metropolitans starting lineup, they are the visiting team. Mookie Wilson's in center field, batting first. UB Brooks mans the hot corner for the Metropolitans, bats second. Keith Hernandez plays first and bats third. The straw man, Darryl Strawberry, the cleanup hitter, plays right field. George Foster's in left, he'll bat fifth. Kong, Dave Kingman's the designated hitter, he'll bat sixth. Batting seventh, doing the catching is Ron Hodges. Brian Giles is at second base, and he'll bat eighth. Jose Oquendo is at short, he'll bat ninth. Eddie Lynch is on the mound. Our tournament, we have a DH in every game. For the Chicago White Sox, the number 1 seed in our Sweet 16 tournament went off record. Laws in center field, batting first. Cruz is at second base. Harold Baines is in right field, batting third. Carlton Fisk, the former Boston Red Sox, is a cleanup hitter, and he'll do the catching. Ron Kittle's in left, he'll bat fifth. Greg Lazinski, the Bull, is a designated hitter, he'll bat sixth. Pachorik is at first base, he'll bat seventh. And so Rudy Law's in center, let's get that straight. And Vance Law is at third, they're not related. Vance Law will bat 8th, and Scott Fletcher bats 9th and will play shortstop. Richard Dotson is on the mound for the White Sox, and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. Mike McAllister reminds everyone, World Series Game 7 tonight. As everyone loves an elimination game, and we have one right here, right now for you. All right, so it's Richard Dotson to face Mookie Wilson. The switch hitter will bat lefty against the right-handed throwing Dotson. Wilson batted .276, 7 homers, 6 triples, and 25 doubles. The rest of those dudes are upside down. Let's flip them around. And the ball game is on its way. The windup and the pitch by Dotson to Mookie Wilson. 2-11. 2-11, popped up first base side, out number 1, as Wilson pops out to Pachorik. A good start for the White Sox, tremendous pitching in 83. Now bring up UB Brooks, the Mets' third baseman. 251, 5 homers, 4 triples, and 18 doubles. Our good friend Sports Time Machine is here at the ballpark, Mr. Utah Mike. Remember, check out his channel and subscribe. Let's get him to 200. He's almost there. Needs about 27 more, I think, or 23 more. So here's UB Brooks, right-handed batter, to face the right-handed throwing Richard Dotson. Fisk sets the target, the pitch to Brooks. That's a 2-3. What will it be? We shall see. 2-3. Another pop-up. Foul territory, first base side. Rinse and repeat. Pachorik makes the catch again. That's 2 away. So Dotson coming in tight to the first 2 Metropolitan batters. Here's the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. Hernandez, 297, 12 homers, 7 triples, and 23 doubles. Strawberry on deck. Hernandez is a left-handed batter. Dotson is ready. He kicks and deals to Keith Hernandez. 1-8. 1-8. Single to left. So Hernandez slaps the ball the other way. The inning stays alive. For Darryl Strawberry, the straw man, left-handed power bat, playing right field. 257, 26 homers, 7 triples, and 15 doubles. George Foster on deck. Strawberry pinwheels the bat. He awaits the Dotson offering. Hernandez takes a slight lead at first. They will hold him on. The pitch to Strawberry from Dotson. Dotson fires in a 1-5. 1-5, and ball 4. That is a walk. Fisk wanted the call. He didn't get it. He tried to frame it. Right-handed batter, 1-5 is a walk as we do the double check. So first and second. So after getting the first 2 outs, Dotson's run into a bit of a pickle here. Hernandez at second, Strawberry at first, and here comes Speak Softly, Carry a Big Boomstick, George Foster. Foster, 241, 28 homers, 2 triples, and 19 doubles. Kong, Dave Kingman on deck. Foster, love to give the Metropolitans an early lead here. Fisk wiggles the fingers. Here's the pitch from Dotson to George Foster. 2-7. 2-7. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Breaking ball drops off the plate. A mighty whiff. And strike number 3. The Metropolitans threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the first, scoreless here in Chicago. And Eddie Lynch is on the mound for the Mets. He's a right-handed thrower. He's going to face Rudy Law, the center fielder. Tremendous speed. You want to keep him off the base paths. Double-A stealer. 283 for Rudy Law. 3 homers, 7 triples, and 20 doubles. Julio Cruz is on deck. The pitch to the lefty Rudy Law from Eddie Lynch. 6-5. Left-handed batter. 6-5. And an 11. And that's a single. Had he had normal power, it would have been a home run. But that is a single on the 6-5. So Rudy Law singles. Law will be stealing. They'll keep him close. Double-A -2. But Ron Hodges, the catcher, is a +1, so it is a -1. He's going 1 through 60. Ooh, wrong dice. There's a throw down. It's a 7. So he steals second base quite easily. He's in scoring position, Rudy Law. And here comes Julio Cruz. Cruz is a B bunter. Will they play some small ball here? And I think they shall. So he'll go from a B. No, you know what? They're going to let him swing away. He's going to swing away. Switch hitter, batting lefty. Lynch peeks over his shoulder. They're keeping Law close. Now he deals to Julio Cruz. 2-7. 2-7. Swing and a miss. Lynch picks up a K, not known for the strikeout. Fooled Cruz badly there. So that's 1 out, 1 on. Again, they'll keep Rudy Law close. So he'll be a -1 until 2 out. -1 until 2 outs. So he's 1 through 16. That brings up Harold Baines. Cruz's numbers, by the way, 252, 3 homers, 5 triples, and 19 doubles. So here's Harold Baines, the right fielder, 280, 20 homers, 2 triples, and 33 doubles. Fisk on deck. Law takes his lead. The pitch to Baines from Lynch, 1-5. 1-5. That's a walk. So it does set up a double play ball. First and second one out. Again, they'll keep Law close. And here comes Carlton Fisk. Bobby Cantilano is at the ballpark along with Thrice Aroni. Please check out those wonderful channels. Thrice Aroni, a card collecting treat. Bobby, nature, videos of she's the Gator Huntress. And also card collecting. And of course, Thrice Aroni, a card collecting treat. Here's Pudge, Carlton Fisk. Let's give you the former Red Sox numbers. 289, 26 homers, 4 triples, and 26 doubles. Actually played more games with the White Sox than the Red Sox. The pitch to Pudge. Lynch hoping for the pitcher's best friend, a double play ball. 2, 8. 2, 8. Single to right field. Single to right. The right fielder is Strawberry, -3 arm. The other arms in the outfield are both +2 with Wilson and Foster, but they hit it to right. That's a -3. We were holding Law close, so that's another -1. That's -4. Law 1 through 13. Kittle's on deck. They're going to hold them. They're going to go bases loaded. They will hold them. So a good strong throw to the cutoff man. And bases are juiced as Rudy Law is at third, Harold Baines is at second, and Fisk is at first after the single. Here comes Ron Kittle. 254, 35 homers, 3 triples, and 19 doubles. Lazinski, the bull, on deck. Lynch is on the ropes. Looking for that miracle double play ball. The Mets will give up the run to get, obviously, the 2 that will get them out of the inning. And if they get the 2, no run will score. Here's the pitch from Kittle. Lynch tosses up a 5-11, going with the soft stuff there. Right-handed batter, 5-11. Ground ball to second base X. Giles is a 2 defender, and we rolled a 13. So a 2 and a 13. Ground ball B. Ground ball B. If one or more runners are forced, runner at first is out, batter is safe. So the run scores on the ground out on the fielder's choice. So Kittle will pick up an RBI. Law scores on the ground ball B. Baines goes to third. Fisk is out on the fielder's choice. Kittle reaches on the 4-3. No chance at a double play as Giles took the sure out at first. So there's 2 down now. 1-0. 1-0. White Sox. As Law scores, Fisk is out, and Baines went to third. Kittle is at first. So 2 outs, runners on the corners for the Bull, Greg Lazinski, former Philadelphia Philly. 255, 32 homers, 1 triple, and 26 doubles. Lynch deals to the Bull. Lazinski is dealt a 3-9. 3-9, that's a walk. The bases are juiced again. Good eye by Lazinski. So with 2 outs, no place to put White Sox first baseman Tom Paciorek. I do believe Paciorek played with the Royals also. I could be wrong there. 307, 9 homers, 3 triples, and 32 doubles. 1-0, White Sox. Vance Law on deck. Lynch has a word with Hodges. Hodges back behind the plate. Lynch takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Tom Paciorek, 6-2. How do you do? 6-2. Ground ball back to Lynch. He snares it. He'll throw to Hernandez, and the side is retired. The Mets get out of it cheap. Somehow Lynch only gives up 1 run on the fielder's choice. We go to the top of the second. The White Sox are up 1-0. The Mets will take that. But Lynch did not look bueno. Lynch is good for up until the 6th inning. And that's when you get your point of weakness check. Dotson to the 7th in the point of weakness check, for those who would like to know. So the Mets will send up Kong, Dave Kingman, Ron Hodges, and Brian Giles. The Cinderella Mets won in round 1 and round 2. Upsets for both of those wins. Hope to get to the Elite 8. Here's Kong, Dave Kingman. We went with him because if you roll the right thing, it's a home run. Even though Danny Heap hit much better, I went with Kong. Kingman, 198, 13 homers, no triples, and 7 doubles. Ronnie Hodges on deck. Kingman, right-handed power stick. Waiting to swing that lumber. He faces Richard Dotson. Here's the pitch to Kong. Dotson fires in a 6-5. Righty, 6-5. And a 1. That's a shot deep to center field. It's going to be off the wall. And that's a double for Kingman. So Kingman gets the tying run to second base with his double. Another 1.5 foot. We had a tie ball game. Again, 6-5 righty-righty. Double 1 through 12. We rolled a 1. It would have been a single 13 through 20. So Kong is at second, 1 through 13 base runner. He's a D stealer, and he's in scoring position. So they're going to hold him close. We'll hold him close. It'll be a 1 through 12. And here comes Ronnie Hodges, the catcher. Hodges has performed well in this tournament. 260, so has Junior Ortiz, the backup. No homers, no triples, and 12 doubles. Looking to tie it up here. Left-handed batter. Brian Giles on deck. Richardson peeks over his shoulder. He kicks and deals to Ronnie Hodges. Goes with the soft stuff there. That's a 5-5. He tosses up a 5-5. Lefty. 5-5. Ground ball, second base, X. Cruz is a 1 defender, and we rolled a 6. A 1-6. Cruz has it. Ground ball to the right side will advance Kingman to third. And there's 1 down. So a good piece of professional hitting by Ron Hodges. He knew down in the count, he's got to hit that ball on the ground to the right side. Clinton Parks is here at the ballpark. Hope all is well. Check out his channel. Tremendous baseball knowledge. Now bring up Ron Giles with 1 out. Tying run at third base, Dave Kingman. Giles, a second baseman. 245, 2 homers, no triples, and 15 doubles. Jose Oquendo, the weak-hitting shortstop, on deck. Here's the pitch to Brian Giles. 5-2, how do you do, from Richard Dotson. Righty-righty, 5-2. Fly ball, right field, C, and it's too shallow. Making the catch is Baines. Kingman bluffs but does not go. Oh, opportunity lost. Shallow fly ball to right. And that is 1 down. So it's up to the number 9 batter, the weak-hitting shortstop, Jose Oquendo. This leadoff double could go for naught. Oquendo, 213, 1 homer, 7 doubles, no triples. Mookie Wilson on deck. Oquendo chokes up on the stick. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Jose Oquendo. Dotson fires in a 5-12, righty-righty. 5-12, swing and a miss! He blows the fastball by him. White Sox maintain the 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second. So the leadoff double does not come to fruition for the Metropolitans. Dotson, beautiful job pitching out of that. And here's Ed Lynch. He had all kinds of trouble in the first inning, but only gave up 1 run. Be a short hook for Eddie. He'll deal with Vance Law, Scott Fletcher, and Rudy Law. Vance Law, the third baseman, batted .243, 4 homers, 5 triples, and 21 doubles. Fletcher's on deck. Law's a right-handed batter. Lynch picks up the sign from Hodges. He deals to Vance Law, trying to lay down the Law. 4s across the board. That's a 4-8. Righty, 4-8, and an 11. That's a shot to the gap. That's a shot to the gap. That splits Foster and Wilson. That's a leadoff double. And Mets have Orozco up in the bullpen already. No tomorrow. It might become a bullpen game here. I almost thought about doing a bullpen game. So Vance Law's at second. And here comes Scott Fletcher. He's an A bunter. He will bunt. They'll play for the bunt, so he'll go to a B bunter. The wheel play is on. Here's a pitch from Lynch. Fletcher squares, A bunter. They're playing for it. Goes to a B bunter. And that's a 7. That should be good enough. Hernandez fields it. Thinks about going to third. Turns and fires to Giles, covering first on the wheel play. Out number 1. Advancing to third is Vance Law. So a good job on the sack. As that goes 3-4. The wheel play was on. Hernandez thought about throwing to third, but got the sure out. And here's Rudy Law. Rudy Law singled and scored his first time up on the fielder's choice by Kittle. I forgot to give him his RBI. There's Kittle with the RBI. Do we play the infield in? No, we won't. Don't want a big inning here. Actually, nope, we're not going to play the infield in. Mets will give up one more run. Lynch deals to Law. Left-handed batting, Rudy Law. That is a 6-7. Lefty, 6-7. And a 10. Wouldn't have mattered. That's a single. 6, 7, 10. 1 through 10 is a single line shot over the leap of Jose Oquendo. Had it been 16 through 20, Oquendo would have made a great catch. But Law is 2 for 2, scoring from third. So Rudy Law deals Vance Law to the plate, and it's 2-0 White Sox as Rudy picks up a ribby. And again, he's a base-stealing threat. So Oquendo made a bid for a great play, but just over his outstretched glove on the reach. Rudy Law will go. They're holding him on. And so that's a -2, but a +1 makes it a -1. 1 through 16. Again, the wrong die. There goes Law looking for his second stolen base, and he gets it. That's a 6. Had it been a 1, 2, or 3, we would have rolled for an error check on the throw. So another stolen base for the Go-Go White Sox. And Rudy Law. That'll bring up Julio Cruz, Struck out his first time up. This could be it for Lynch. Cruz, switch hitter, batting lefty. The pitch to Julio Cruz. Lynch fires in a 6-9, left-handed batter. 6-9, ground ball to short. The shortstop is Oquendo. He is a 2 defender, and that's a 5. A 2 and a 5. Ground ball C. Ground ball C. A ground ball C. A slowly hit ball to short. Oquendo charges, throws to first for the out, but advancing to third is Rudy Law. So Cruz is 0 for 2. Nice play by Oquendo, charging it. And they get the speedy Cruz by a step. And now brings up Harold Baines, the right fielder. Baines walked, reached third base. 2-0. White Sox, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Sweet 16, 1983 tournament. Win and you stay in, lose and you go home. Here's the pitch from Lynch to Baines. A 1-9. 1-9. 17. That ball is deep to center. Wilson going back. He leaps. And it's off the wall. Trotting in from third is Rudy Law. He scores for a second time. It's 3-0 White Sox. Baines has a double. And that's all for Eddie Lynch. We have seen enough. I should have played a bullpen game. So Eddie Lynch goes 1 1/3 of horrid pitching. 1 2/3, Sack bunts and out, and then the 6-3. It's 3-0. Baines is done. And with no tomorrow, hello, Kurt Berglund. Check out his channel. Of course, the Dog Show. We love Dog. Check him out. Did a wonderful stream with Milt the other day. And they're going to go right away to Jesse Orosco. He's good for 3 innings of relief. And then we'll go to Carlos Diaz. And God forbid we get to the walk machine, Doug Sisk. That's the way we're going, folks. So here comes Jesse Orosco. Orosco struck out Marty Barrett in Game 7 of the 86 World Series to end that nightmare for me. Thank you, Jesse Orosco. You son of a... Anyway, never mind. So Eddie Lynch was god-awful. And here's Jesse Orosco. Orosco has pitched in the first 2 tournament games. Again, relievers are always eligible, as there's a day off in between games. That's the way we play it. So here's Jesse Orosco, lefty. 13-7, 1.47. He struck out 84. Gave up 3 homers, walked 38. For an ineffective Eddie Lynch. Rudy Law scored. Harold Baines is at second. So here it's Fisk versus Orosco. Orosco's ready. He deals to Pudge. Tosses up to Fisk a 5-7. 5, 7, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. So Orozco does his JOB, keeps it a 3-run deficit. That was huge, folks. That was huge. But the White Sox get 2 more. We go to the top of the third, 3-0. Remember, the Mets rallied in their first game of the tournament. They were down, I think it was 4-0, and they came back to win. Or it was 4-1. So Orozco is in. And he's pitched a third of an inning so far. We got to keep track of that. So we're going to go Orozco, Diaz, and if we have to, Dougie Sisk. God, I hope we don't get the Doug Sisk. Walks too many batters. Top of the third, and the top of the order for the Mets. Wilson, Brooks, and Hernandez. Dotson back up on the bump. He deals to Mookie Wilson. Wilson popped out to first his first time up. 2-7 to Mookie Wilson. 2-7, single to right. So here come the Metropolitans. Mookie Wilson singles to right. Wilson's a double-A stealer. Fisk has a neutral arm of 0. So -2 would be 1 through 15. He's going. And it's a 5. Again, 1 through 3 would have been an error check, but it's a 5. So Mookie Wilson, the Mets being aggressive here. Get Wilson in scoring position with that stolen base for UB Brooks. Brooks also popped out to first his first time up. Dotson, they're going to hold Mookie Wilson close, so it'll be a -1. Dotson peeks over his shoulder, now looks in at the plate. He kicks and deals to UB Brooks. Mets have had a couple of squanders here early on. 1-7 to UB Brooks. 1-7, 16. That is a deep fly ball to right. Racing back is Baines, and he makes the catch in front of the wall. As his back touches the wall, he fires it in quickly. As that is a fly ball B with no question mark. All runners hold unless they're at third. So Wilson thought about it, but he held. UB Brooks just missed a homer on the 1-7 against a right-handed pitcher. 1 through 6 would have been a 2-run homer, but we rolled a 16, and that's just a long, loud out to right. So again, Wilson at second now, 1 out for Keith Hernandez. Hernandez singled his first time up. Again, they're keeping Wilson close. That's a -1. Dotson, arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Keith Hernandez. 4-7. Left-handed batter, 4-7. Strike 3! Outside corner. Dotson picks up another K. That's his third. Hernandez didn't like the call, but there's 2 outs. Wilson will be off on contact. He now becomes a +1. 1 through 18. Here comes Darryl Strawberry. Strawman walked his first time up. Can Strawberry go yard and pull the Metropolitans within 1? 3-0. Top of the third. Winner advances to the Elite 8. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. That's a leaner. Re-roll that. It was a 4 anyway. A 4. Lefty batter. 4-6. 4-6. Fly ball right field. Baines going back towards the corner. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Wilson gets to second base with no outs, but there he stays. We go to the bottom of the third, 3-0 Chicago. The White Sox, that it is. And Jesse Orozco comes back out on the mound as he comes into relief to get the final out in the bottom of the second for a very ineffective Ed Lynch, to say the least. Hope everyone's doing well in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Here's Ronnie Kittle. Will be followed by Lazinski and Tom Paciorek. Kittle, fielder's choice, picked up the RBI in the bottom of the first. Big bat here. Orozco deals to Kittle. 5-10 to Ron Kittle. Right-handed batter, 5-10. Strike 3! froze him with the breaking pitch, so Orozco picks up 2 Ks against 2 batters. And that's 1 out. And here comes the bull, Greg Lazinski. Lazinski, a good eye. Does strike out a lot, but a good eye. Walked his first time up. Here's the pitch of the bull from Orozco. Orozco fires 5s across the board. That's a 5-10. 5-10. Strike 3 again on the breaking pitch. Orozco has frozen 2 White Sox batters. They are totally befuddled. 3 up, 3 down for Jesse, all via the K. He's looking to strike out the side and put up the first goose egg for the Metropolitans. He'll face the left-handed batting Tom Paciorek, the right-handed batting, Tom Paciorek. Paciorek grounded to Lynch. Orozco's ready, looking for that 1-2-3 inning. The windup and the pitch to Paciorek. 3-3, what will it be? We shall see. 3-3. Paciorek hits it right back at Orozco. Rinse and repeat, just with a different pitcher, and the side is retired. You're scoring it once again, 1-3. 1-2-3 inning for Jesse Orozco. He pumps his fist, trying to pump up his Metropolitan teammates. The first goose egg put up for the Mets. We go to the top of the 4th, 3-0. The Chicago White Sox in their 1983 one-and-done tournament. This is a Sweet 16. Remember, the White Sox had a bye in the first 2 rounds. Top 8 teams made it to the Sweet 16 automatically. Due up for the Mets, who trail by 3, will face Richard Dotson, Foster, Kingman, and Hodges. George Foster was a strikeout victim. Fisk wiggles the fingers. Dotson quickly acknowledges with a nod of the head. He deals to George Foster. A 1-5 to Foster. Righty-righty matchup. 1-5. Ground ball to short. Up with it. Is Fletcher. He'll throw to Paciorek. 1 down. 6-3. And here comes Dave Kingman. Kong just missed a homer by 1.5 feet. He doubled. Would reach 3rd with 1 out, but would not score. Kong pinwheels the bat. Dotson. He's ready. He deals to Dave Kingman. 6-5 to Kingman. Righty, 6. 5 and a 5, and Kingman launches this ball deep to center field, and off the top of the wall and back in. Kingman racing to second and holds up. Oh, he thought about 3. Kingman with another double. It hit the top of the wall and comes back. So Kong has bashed 2 off Dotson. He claps his hands, and now it's up to Ronnie Hodges with 1 out, and Kingman at second base. Kingman 1 through 13, but he's at second. They'll hold him close. Ronnie Hodges, left-handed batting catcher, grounded to second. Fisk goes out to have a quick word with Richard Dotson. Now back behind the plate, squats down, sets the target, the pitch to his counterpart, Ron Hodges. 3-8. Can Ronnie Hodges do it for the Metropolitans? Right-handed pitcher, 3-8. Swing and a miss. He chased the high heat. He's now 0 for 2. Dotson's now struck out 4. So Dotson strikes out Hodges, 2 outs, and there's Kingman still at second base. And here's Brian Giles, the second baseman. Giles flew out to Baines in right. Dotson works quickly to Giles. A 3-3, what will it be? We shall see. Righty-righty matchup. 3-3, fly ball, right field, Baines camping. And Giles flies out to Baines once again, and Kingman is stranded at second. So 2 loud booms by Kingman produce nothing. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-0, White Sox. So Kong has had a good game. 2 doubles off the pitcher's card. And Jesse Orozco has pitched an inning and a third. When we get to the 3rd inning of pitching, he will go to his point of weakness check. He'll face Vance Law, Scott Fletcher, and Rudy Law. Vance Law doubled and scored in his first plate appearance against Eddie Lynch. The pitch from Orozco to Law. Will the Law win? That is a 3-10 against a left-handed pitcher. 3-10, single to left. Nice job by Law. waited on that breaking pitch. Law's now 2 for 2, a double and now a single. He needs a triple and a homer for the cycle. Law is a D stealer. They will not hold him on. So he's a +1. Actually, he's nothing. He's nothing. That's with 2 outs. No outs here. And here comes Scott Fletcher. Fletcher had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. The pitch to Fletcher, 3-0 White Sox. Orozco fires in a 1-10, getting away from the soft stuff. Left-handed pitcher, 1-10, fly ball to right field. And making the catch is Strawberry. Retreating back to first is Law. So 1 out. Remember, Orozco struck out the first 3 batters he faced. 1 out. Law's at first. And here's Rudy Law. Law has singled twice, scored twice, and knocked in a run, stolen 2 bases. Trying for a double play here. Mets pinch that middle with Giles and Oquendo. Orozco takes a deep breath. He kicks and deals to Rudy Law. 5-6. Pick up some sticks. 5-6. Lefty-lefty matchup. 5-6. Swing and a miss! Orozco picks up his 4th strikeout. As Orozco lays the Law down. So there's 2 outs. Vance Law will be off on contact, so we will hold him now. He'll be only a +1, 1 through 12. And here's Julio Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to short. The pitch to Julio Cruz. Orozco again going with the hard stuff. 6-6. Switch hitter bat righty, so he's batting righty. 6-6, fly ball to right. Strawberry ranging to his left makes the catch and the side is retired. The leadoff single doesn't hurt. Again, Orozco pumps his fist trying to rev up his Metropolitan teammates. Orozco has now gone 2 1/3 innings of scoreless ball. Top of the 5th, 3-0 White Sox. Winner advances to the Elite Eight in our 1983 1-and-done tournament. So Orozco has done his JOB. Diaz continues to warm in the Metropolitan bullpen. Here comes Jose Oquendo. Then the top of the order, Mookie Wilson and UB Brooks to face Richard Dotson. So far, he's thrown up goose eggs for the first 4 innings. Top of the 5th, the pitch to Oquendo, who struck out his first time up. And we're going to call that a leaner reroll. That's a 4-7. Righty-righty matchup. 4-7. Swing and a miss. He strikes out again. So Dotson now has 5 Ks. Dotson has 5 Ks. Top of the order for Mookie Wilson. Wilson has popped out to first, singled and stolen a base. Switch hitter batting lefty. Fisk sets the target. The pitch to Mookie Wilson. Dotson tosses up a 2-5. Going with the slow stuff there. 2-5 and a 20. That's a single to center. 1 through 8 would have been a triple. 9 through 20 is a single. So Mookie Wilson picks up his 2nd hit. Fisk has a neutral arm of 0. They're going to hold on the AA Steeler -2. So it'll be a 1 through 15. He's going again, and he is safe. We roll a 15. He is safe. A tag is made, but not in time. A good throw by Fisk. Quick release, accurate throw, but Wilson just beats the throw and tag. Applying the tag was Fletcher. So Mookie Wilson picks up his 2nd stolen base for the Go-Go Metropolitans, and it's UB Brooks was at the plate. Let's see what Brooks can do now. Brooks is 0 for 2, a pop-out and a fly-out. Can Brooks go yard and bring the Mets to within 1? Dotson peeks over his shoulder. Wilson being held close. It'll be a -1. 1 through 16. Here's the pitch to UB Brooks from Richard Dotson. 1's across the board. Triple snake eyes. That's a 1-2. How do you do? Righty-righty matchup. 1-2. Popped up again towards first base. Pachorik makes the catch. 2nd time Brooks has popped out to Pachorik in this game. He's now 0 for 3. So with 2 outs, Mookie Wilson will be a +1, 1 through 18 from second. And Keith Hernandez comes to the plate. He is singled and struck out. Dotson works quickly to Hernandez, trying to knock in a run here. Keith is 5-7. Left-handed batter, 5-7. That's a walk. Second time Hernandez has been on. So he walks. And now a big moment here. A big moment for the Metropolitans. Darryl Strawberry at the plate. One swing of the bat could tie it up at 3. He has walked and flown deep to right. Joining us here at the ballpark, Alan Shaw from across the pond. Hope all is well. Also, Keith White. How you doing, my friend? See if I missed anyone else. My second screen's down, so I have to keep going back and forth. No, it looks good. All right. Appreciate everyone who's joined us. All right. If you're just joining us, it's 3-0. Top of the 5th, 2 outs, 2 on. The White Sox are up, and Strawberry's at the plate. Strawberry, as I stated, has walked and flown to right. Dotson nods his head. The windup and the pitch to the straw man. Strawberry is dealt a 2-7. 2-7. Swing and a miss! He challenged him with the high heat. And he gets them. The Mets strand 2 more. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 3-0. Chicago White Sox trying to make their way to the Elite 8. Dotson is now struck out 6. Dotson, again, point of weakness check, will not come into play until the 7th. The way he's going, I don't think it's going to come into play at all. Mets have had base runners. They just have not been able to knock them in. As Keith White says, still fired by ID. Yep, you and I, Keith. You and I. We are still fired by ID Gesture. Remember to check out his wonderful channel, ID Gesture. Due up for the White Sox, Baines, Fisk, and Kittle. Jesse Orozco's gone 2 1/3. So after 2/3 of an inning here, we will go to point of weakness check. Here's a pitch from Orozco to Baines. Baines is 1 for 1, a walk and a double. Orozco fires in a 2-9. Lefty matchup. 2-9. Ground ball to third. Brooks has it. Throws across the diamond to Hernandez. 1 down. Scoring at home 5-3. You should. It's good for the brain. Here we go. 1 out. Here comes Pudge. Carlton Fisk, White Sox catcher. 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. Hodges sets the target. The pitch to Pudge. Orozco goes with a breaking pitch. That is a 6-2. How do you do? 6-2. Ground ball back to Orozco. He throws to Hernandez. 2 down. So Orozco has really been dealing. Now we'll go point of weakness check. The start goes with Ron Kittle. Oh, we don't need to switch that yet. 2 outs, no one on for Ron Kittle. Kittle's 0 for 2. He does have an RBI on a fielder's choice. And he's struck out. 3-0 White Sox. Bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, no one on. The windup and the pitch to Kittle. Orozco goes with the soft stuff again, looking for Kittle to chase. 4-8. Right-handed batter. 4-8. Strike 3 looking. Orozco again trying to take the Mets kicking and screaming to the Elite 8. Jesse Orozco has now struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 White Sox batters in 3 1/3 innings. We go to the top of the 6th. Still 3-0 White Sox. It's not coming easy for the Chicago White Sox. The Mets have threatened in many an inning, but they have not been able to push the runs across the plate. Richard Dotson back up on the bump. Goose eggs through 5. He will face Foster, Kingman, and Hodges. George Foster, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to Fletcher at short. Here's the pitch from Dotson to Foster, the former Big Red Machine member. That is a 5-4 righty-righty matchup. 5-4. Line shot right at Fletcher. 1 down. Foster hit it on the screws, but right at Scott Fletcher at short. So 1 out. Here comes Kong. Could easily have 2 home runs. Instead, he has 2 doubles. both off the Dotson pitcher card. Here's the windup and the pitch to Kingman. A 6-8 to Kong. Again off the pitcher's card. Righty, 6-8. Ball 4. Kingman does not expand his strike zone. He walks. He's still 2 for 2. He's been on base now all 3 times. Kingman will not be held on at first. He's a D-stealer. Here's Ronnie Hodges, left-handed batting catcher, 0 for 2. He's grounded to second and struck out. Dotson hoping for a double play ball here. Fisk wiggles the fingers. The pitch to his counterpart, Ronnie Hodges, a 2-7. 2-7, and that's a walk! So again, the Metropolitans have 2 runners on with only 1 out. Tying run comes to the plate and Brian Giles. If we get to Oquendo, probably going to pinch hit for Oquendo. Danny Heap looks to have grabbed a bat. So here's Brian Giles. He's flown out twice to right. 1 out. Kingman at second. Hodges at first. Kingman will be held close because he's in scoring position. So it'll be 1 through 12. The pitch to Brian Giles. Dotson fires in a 2-8. Righty. 2-8. Swing and a miss! Dotson blows a fastball by him. And that is K number 7 for Dotson. And the Mets on the verge of a squander. Oquendo will be called back. Oquendo has struck out twice to Dotson. He will be called back. They will go to the bench. They will go to the bench. And Junior Ortiz has been stout as a pinch hitter, but Danny Heap, 88. Then Bob Baylor will come into play short, and he's a nightmare defensively. Bob Baylor, 250. 71. Got to go with Heap, so we're going to end up wasting 2 position players. But Heap is 88% against righties. You got to go with Danny Heap and hope he can hit that 210, and that's a 3-run homer, or even a 2-9. He needs a 2-8, 9, 10. That's what he needs. He needs that 2 column. So here comes Danny Heap to pinch hit. Baylor will come in. You know what? Let's just take a look at Baylor before we say that. I know he hit less. Yeah. You got to go with Danny Heap there. Baylor will come in and play. I don't think we can move anybody to short. But, all right, 2 outs, 2 on. Baylor's ready to come into play short. Danny Heap will pinch hit for the weak-hitting Jose Oquendo, so it's going to be Heap, the pinch hitter. So Danny Heap, 253, 8 homers, no triples, and 12 doubles. Our good friend Sports Time Machine, please subscribe to his channel. Get him to over 200 subscribers. We're very close. Mets unable to start the Dotson. And it's getting close to midnight for trying on the slip. Yeah, they can't match Dotson. They're not playing poorly, but... So Oquendo's done. He's out. Put him over there. And here's Danny Heap, left-handed batter. 2 outs, 2 on for Heap. Fisk has a word with Dotson, now back behind the plate. Let's see how they're going to pitch to Danny Heap. Fisk sets the target. Dotson rocks and deals to Danny Heap. 5-7. 5-7. Ball 4. Danny Heap doesn't expand the zone. The bases are juiced. 3 walks in the inning. And you have Kingman at third, Hodges at second, the pinch hitter, Danny Heap at first, and the top of the order and Mookie Wilson. Wilson has popped the first, singled twice, and stolen 2 bases on each single. Top of the 6th. And it comes down to Mookie Wilson, the switch hitter, batting righty. Fisk goes out to have a word with Dotson. He looks back towards the dugout, says he's okay. And Dotson takes a deep breath as he's off the mound, rubbing up the baseball. Now he's back up on the bump. Arms over his head. The windup and the pitch to Mookie Wilson. Batting lefty. 1, 9. 1, 9. Hard hit ball to second. Cruz is up with it. He throws to Paciorek, and the side is retired. The Mets squander again. Oh, boy. You could hear the sighs from the Mets fans from New York. Wow. Bases juice Wilson. A one-hopper to Cruz, who throws to Paciorek. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-0 White Sox. So Dotson pitches out of it. Okay, so Danny Heap is out of the game. Bob Baylor, who's god-awful at short, will come. Not Bob Bailey, but Bob Baylor, a pretty good ball player, but not really a bueno shortstop, will come into play short now. And that's Baylor. Shortstop, he's a 4, not good when it comes to range. E26. Actually, his error rating is better than Oquendo. So that's not bad. He's an A stealer. C bunter. And B hit and run. 14. 1 through 14 running. All right, so let's make sure we have this right. So the Mets squander again. So Kingman, Hodges, Giles. Now Bob Baylor bats 9th. Mookie Wilson made the last out. UB Brooks leads off the inning. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0 White Sox. Jesse Orosco back up on the bump. Again, point of weakness check for Orosco. He'll face Lazinski, Paciorek, and Law. Lazinski has walked and struck out. Here's the pitch to the bull from Orosco. The lefty fires up a 6-6. Pick up some sticks. Get your kicks on Route 66. 6-6. Fly ball to right. Strawberry drifts back, makes the catch. 1 down. So Orosco is dealing. Here's Tommy Paciorek. Paciorek has grounded out twice to the pitcher, once to Lynch, once to Orosco. Here's the pitch from J.O. to T.P. 1-7 to Paciorek. Left-handed pitcher. 1-7 and a 15. That's a single to center. 1 through 6 would have been a double. We rolled a 15. That's a single. So Paciorek is on. They'll hold him. He's a C stealer. He'll be a -1, 1 through 11 for advancing bases. Here comes Vance Law. Third baseman is doubled and scored and singled it. So he's 2 for 2. The pitch to Vance Law. Orosco looking for that double play ball. Pitcher's best friend. 2-9. 2-9. That's a walk. Oh boy. Orosco could be tiring here. One more walk or a hit, and he's reached his point of weakness. The way I play it. 1 out, 2 on. And here's Scott Fletcher. Shortstop, sacrifice bunt, and a fly out to Strawberry. Orosco takes a deep breath. He rocks and deals to Scott Fletcher. 3-9. Left-handed pitcher. 3-9. He walked him, and that's it for Orosco. So Orosco gets the fly out, then it's a single walk. The bases are juiced. Paciorik's at third. Law's at second. And Fletcher's at first. Top of the order, Rudy Law, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, a ribby, and 2 stolen bases. He's also struck out once. And that's it for Orosco. Orosco goes 3 2/3. Is it 3? Is it 3 2/3? He went a third this inning. And no, I'm sorry, he went. Yeah, because he only got 1 out. It was 3 1/3 before. Or did he go 4 1/3? No, 3 1/3. So 3 2/3. Well, I might have messed that up, but that's what we're going to say. So here comes Carlos Diaz, another lefty. We can't go to Doug Sisk because he's a walk machine. Bases are juiced, and we're going to go lefty anyway. Diaz versus Law. And again, we will play back for 2. We'll hope for the double play ball and keep it 3-0. So the third pitcher for the Metropolitans. as Lynch was horribly ineffective. He gave up 3 runs in under 2 innings. Orozco had to come in to get him out of the poop. And here's Carlos Diaz, the 3rd pitcher for the Mets. And he comes in 6th inning. So Diaz, Mets had a pretty nice bullpen for a stinky team. 3-1, 205 earned run average in 83 innings pitched, struck out 64 and they gave up 1 homer, walked 35. He'll face Rudy Law. Bases juiced, 1 out. The pitch to Rudy Law from Carlos Diaz. 3-6, lefty. 3-6, fly ball, right field B, question mark. So the runner does not score automatically. That's a fly out, that's a 9. The right fielder is Strawberry. -3, but because it's a B, you go +2. So it's a -1. So the runner at 3rd is Paciorek. Paciorek is a 1-12. -1, 1-11. Cruz is on deck. They're going to send him with 2 outs. 1-11. He scores. Here's the throw by Strawberry, and he's safe. It's a 4. So Strawberry's throw is up the line. Nicely blocked by Hodges. And it's 4-0 on the sac fly. And the second ribby for Rudy Law. But there's 2 outs. That run will be charged to Orozco. It's now 1st and 2nd. So with 2 outs, here's Julio Cruz, switch hitter, batting righty. He's batted lefty and now righty against Orozco and now Diaz. Cruz is 0 for 3, a strikeout, a ground out to short, and a fly out to Strawberry. Diaz picks up the sign from Hodges. The pitch to Julio Cruz. I think I've called him Jose Cruz 3,000 times. 2-7. Left-handed pitcher. 2-7. Ground ball to short. Baylor's up with it. Throws to Hernandez, so Baylor makes his first play, and the side is retired. But the White Sox get 1 more. They finally break through against the Metropolitan bullpen. And it's 4-0 White Sox. They're on their way to the Elite Eight, it looks like. Mets have had opportunity after opportunity. They just have not been able to get runners across that plate. So Diaz has pitched 2/3 so far. And Dotson back up on the bump. Point of weakness check now for Dotson, as it's the 7th inning. Dotson has been quite good, though he had the bases loaded due to walks, but he pitched out of it. Got the ground ball by Wilson. It's Brooks, Hernandez, and Strawberry to face Richard Dotson. UB Brooks, 0 for 3. 2 pop-outs the first and a fly-out to Baines in right. The pitch to UB. And Brooks is dealt a 4-12. Righty-righty matchup. 4-12. Fly ball, shallow right. Baines makes the catch. Second time Brooks is retired by Baines. He's now 0 for 4, 1 away. Here's Keith Hernandez, the first baseman. He's walked, struck out, and singled. Dotson picks up the sign from Fisk. The pitch to Hernandez. 3-7. 3-7. 3-7. Strike 3. He paints the inside corner. The second time he's got Keith via the K. And Dotson now has 8 strikeouts. Point of weakness. Point of weakness what? 2 outs, no one on for Strawberry. Strawberry walked, flown to right, just missed a homer, and struck out. Dotson looking for strikeout number 9. He kicks and fires to the straw man. Strawberry dealt a 2-5. Right-handed pitcher. 2-5. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strawberry goes down via the K for the second time. That's 9 Ks for Dotson. We go to the bottom of the 7th. He's pitching a gem. He's had some hiccups, but they've not gone to a full burp. 4-0 White Sox. Carlos Diaz back up on the mound. Has that clock looking at strike 12 on the Cinderella Metropolitans. He'll face Baines, Fisk, and Ron Kittle here in the bottom of the 7th with a 4-run lead for the White Sox. Baines has walked, doubled, and grounded to third. Lefty-lefty matchup. Diaz deals to Baines. 1-8. 1-8. Boom goes the ball, and Harold Baines will touch them all. Oh, my Lord. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Harold Baines goes into his home run trot. It is 5-0 White Sox. Bippity-boppity boom. It is a rock and roll express here in Chicago. The fans are chanting Elite 8. Elite 8. A home run for Harold Baines on the 1-6. Let's double check that. 1-8, excuse me. 1-8. 1-8. That's a bippity-boppity boom. A clean one. A home run for Baines. And it's now 5-0 White Sox as Diaz hangs his head. Oh, you challenged Baines, and Baines won. Now bring up Carlton Fisk. Fisk is 1 for 3. A single, a strikeout, and a ground out to the pitcher. The pitch to Pudge from Diaz. 5-10. 5-10. Swing and a miss! So Pudge goes down for the second time via the K. So 1 out, no one on. 5-0. The crowd's still buzzed with that huge Baines blast. And here's Ronnie Kittle. Kittle can hit one out of the yard. Or will he go down as meek as a kitten? The pitch to Kittle. Diaz fires up a 3-7. 3-7, single to left. Doug Sisk continues to warm in the Metropolitan bullpen. And that brings up the bull, Greg Lazinski. 1 out, 1 on. 5-0 Chicago White Sox. Lazinski 0 for 2. He's walked, struck out, and flown deep to right. The pitch to the bull. Looking for the double play ball here. Kittle being held close. 6-10. 6-10. This will be a play for Ronnie Hodges. Hodges is a 4 as a catcher, and that is not bueno, folks. And I shall be back in a moment. Doorbell delay. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. And in the booth is Nurse Teresa. Nurse Teresa, how are you?
I'm good. How are
Excellent.
you?
I'm good. We're just finishing up a game here. Playing our 1983 1-and-done tournament. And it's the Metropolitans are down 5-0 to the White Sox. You did predict the White Sox in this game, I do believe.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Nurse Teresa, a great prognosticator of victory. MP Fox is at the ball game. Hope all is well. How's your son, Mateo? Teo, excuse me. All right, so we have Ron Kittle at first, 1 out, 5-0 White Sox, as Nurse Teresa had predicted. She, again, a great prognosticator of victories. And I'll bring up the bull, Greg Lazinski. The pitch from Diaz to Lazinski. I probably already rolled this, but I don't remember, so we're doing it again. 5-7 to Lazinski. Lazinski, right-handed batter. 5-7, strike 3. So that's 2 outs. How was your day, Nurse Teresa?
It was good.
So excellent. We're good to hear that. Again, we're down doing a 2-person booth with Nurse Teresa. And here comes Tommy Paciorek. Paciorek 1 for 3, singled and scored. He's grounded out twice to the pitcher. Kittle being held on at first. There are 2 outs. It'll be a +1, 1 through 14. Diaz nods his head. He kicks and deals to Tom Paciorek. 1-5 to Paciorek. Left-handed pitcher, 1-5 and a 14. That's a shot to the gap. That is a double. 1 through 13 is a homer. 14 through 20 is a double. Kittle goes to second. Kittle with 2 outs, a +1, 1 through 14. They're going to wave him around. Here's the relay throw, and he is safe. It is 6-0 to the delight and joy of Nurse Teresa. As Paciorek has now picked up his second hit, picked up a ribby. Diaz is not doing well here. 6-0. What the hell am I saying? 1, 2, that's 3, 4, 6-0. I missed a run there. So Kittle scores. You really liked their pitching in '83, didn't you, Nurse Teresa? She's laughing with confidence. She says, "How can you not like the pitching here?" All right, so Diaz deals to Vance Law with 2 outs and Paciorek standing at second. 6-8 to Vance Law. Will he lay down the law? 6-8. Swing and a miss. The side is mercifully retired to the chagrin of Nurse Teresa. But the White Sox pick up 2 more. They now lead 6-0. We go to the top of the 8th. Mets, their Cinderella slipper is no longer going to fit. Nurse Teresa taunting Met fans all around the world right now. Actually, she's just a prognosticator. She's not a hater. She's a lover. And here comes, there's going to be people like, "You're not taking this seriously now, Al Red Sox." There will be comments. Not in my chat, but later on. I'll be called bad names, but, you know, that's grumpy old people or grumpy young people. All right, Foster, Kingman, and Hodges. Maybe Nurse Teresa will give the Metropolitans some luck. Dotson deals to Foster. That's a 1-11. 1-11, ground ball to short. Fletcher over to first. 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Mets 5 outs away from elimination. As Foster is 0 for the world. That brings up Kong, Dave Kingman. Kingman 2 for 2, 2 doubles and a walk. The pitch to Kong from Dotson. Dotson 5-4. Will it close the door? Righty-righty matchup. 5-4. Line shot right at Fletcher. 2 down. He's been a busy beaver at short. You like Scott Fletcher at short, don't you? You've really done your scouting quite well, Nurse Teresa. It's okay to speak up. They don't bite. They're on the... No, you can talk. It's fine. You're laughing.
I am laughing.
Laughing with confidence. The chat is speechless. They're like, what the hell's going on? All right, here's Ronnie Hodges. 2 outs, no one on. Hodges 0 for 2. A ground out to second, a strikeout, and a walk. Nurse Teresa, the Don Orsillo of our station. We love Don Orsillo. Didn't we love Don Orsillo?
Yes.
Yes, there we go. Yeah. Can you find love during a prostate exam, Nurse Teresa? Is that true?
We could talk about that another time.
Another time. Okay. Another time. All right.
That's more for a Saturday night.
That's more of a Saturday night chat.
Yeah,
okay. That's more of a okay. All right. As we digress, as this game is out of hand, Al Red Sox fans out of hand. He has his lovely Nurse Teresa in the booth with him. Here's the pitch to Ronnie Hodges. Dotson fires in a 3-8. 3-8. Strike 3. Freezes him with a breaking pitch. Another strikeout for Dotson. They really did have excellent pitching in 1983. That's why they won the division. He now has 10 Ks. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. And what the hell? Let's bring in Dougie Sisk, who will walk the world. Here's Doug Sisk to replace Carlos Diaz. 6-0 White Sox. We go to Doug Sisk, the fourth pitcher. The clock is right about to strike 12 on the Metropolitans. Doug Sisk, 5-4, 2.24 earned run average. Only gave up 1 homer. He walked 59, struck out 33. That is not bueno when it comes to that. He has control issues. Wouldn't you say, Nurse Teresa?
I would say that, yes.
And you are correct. So here comes Dougie Sisk. And Doug Sisk will face Fletcher, Law, and Julio Cruz. I finally got his name right. Alrighty, here's the pitch to Fletcher from Dougie Sisk. 5-7. Righty-righty matchup. 5-7. Ground ball to short. Fletcher is a 3 defender. Re-rolled a 7. Nurse Teresa's just in awe of how I flipped that. It was marvelous, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Very smooth.
It was.
I'm a smooth fielding flipper. So that's a 3-7. Shortstop, 3-7. Fletcher has it. Throws to first to Pachorik. 1 down. MP Fox is laughing. Says, I'll have to ask my doctor that question. You want to get a doctor when it comes to a...
Yeah, you want to get a nurse.
Well, no, that's a different... That's another story. We're going to save that, Nurse Teresa.
We are going to save that.
Because is it possible to find love during a prostate exam? I mean, if you do have a doctor, you want like short fingers as we're losing viewers, right? They're like, what the heck are they talking about? One, so that's wrong guy. Fletcher is out. Oh shoot, I looked at the wrong thing. That's Baylor. Baylor's a 4-7. It's still an out. 4-7's an out. So it's Baylor who throws out Fletcher. My faux pas. And here's Rudy Law. The pitch from Doug Sisk to the leadoff batter, Rudy Law. He's had quite a good game. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, and a ribby. And also a sac fly for another ribby. Sisk deals to Rudy Law. 5-10. Left-handed batter. 5-10. This will be a play for Ronnie Hodges. Hodges not known for his defensive range. He's a 4. So that's a 4 and a 19. He should make this play on the 4-19. And 4-19. It's a pop-up. And he makes the catch. So that's 2 outs as Rudy Law pops out to Hodges. So 2 down. So Doug Sisk looking for a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 8th will face Julio Cruz. Cruz is hitless. He's also struck out once. The pitch from Sisk to Cruz. 2-5. Cruz now bats lefty like he did against Lynch. 2-5. Ground ball to third. Brooks has it. Throws to Hernandez. The side is retired. Doug Sisk pitches a clean inning. We go to the top of the 9th. The Mets 3 outs. 3 outs away from elimination. Richard Dotson looking for a complete game here. He'll have to get through Giles, Baylor, and Mookie Wilson. Dotson so far 8 innings, 10 strikeouts, no runs. The pitch to Brian Giles. Giles is hitless with a strikeout. He's flown out twice to Baines and Wright. 4-4. Will it close the door? 4-4. Ground ball to third. The third baseman is Vance Law. He's a 3 defender. Look how quickly I flipped that chart. 3. And we rolled a 3. 3-3 single! Oh my lord, Brian Giles singles. The Mets don't go quietly into the night, do they, Nurse Teresa?
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Great color commentary, by the way. It's unbelievable. Here's Bobby Baylor. Keith White says, sorry for the silence, Al. I was devouring a couple of stadium hot dogs. I put the second one down when the prostate exam came up. I don't blame you. I could see him doing that. I could see Keith going, yeah, I don't want to eat this right now.
I don't want to know about any more of this.
No?
That's why we have to do an after show.
It's well, not we're gonna
Not
have
tonight.
we're gonna have espresso tonight.
Yes, but when we do our chat.
I
with
need to
Al.
laugh. I came from a funeral today.
I know you did.
That was not fun.
I know.
I know.
That's why I'm here.
I know. So, okay. All right. So Giles at first. Here's Bobby Baylor. Bobby Baylor came in after Danny Heat pitch hit for the weak-hitting shortstop Okendo. Dotson looking for the double play ball. The pitch to Bob Baylor. Not Bob Bailey, thank God. That's a 3-10. Righty. 3-10. Fly ball to center field. Out number 1. Making the catch is a center fielder, Rudy Law. So the Mets down to 2 outs of life. And it's top of the order, Mookie Wilson. Dotson deals quickly to Wilson. 6-6, pick up some sticks. You get your kicks on Route 66. Switch hitter batting lefty. 6, 4, single! 2 stars! Racing all the way to third is Giles. So Mookie Wilson picks up his 3rd hit. Should we have him steal? Down by 6, I'll say no. Odds are he would make it, but we're going to say no. Here's Yubi Brooks, the pitch to Yubi from Dotson. Can the Mets get on the board here? 6-0. White Sox 1-4. Will this close the door? 1-4. Hard hit ball to Law. That's Vance Law at third. Over to Cruz. On to Pachorik. Double play. Ball game over. The White Sox win 6-0. As Brooks bangs into the 5-4-3 DP. That's a double play. And Nurse Teresa goes, woo! As she predicted a great White Sox victory. And there you have it, folks. Dotson struck out. I have 10. Let me just recount. That's the wrong side. Up there it is. No, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Dotson goes the distance. Another complete game for an 83 pitcher. The White Sox win 6-0, and the bell has struck 12 for the Cinderella New York Metropolitans. Ed Lynch was god-awful, but the Mets had opportunities. They had opportunities early, as you know.
Yeah.
They just could not push those runs across the plate. So, Nurse Teresa, would you say the pitching of the White Sox really stymied this Cinderella story of the New York Mets? Yet you have to say it out loud so they can hear you, Nurse Teresa. Is that a yes?
Yes, that's a yes.
Okay, good. Anyway, we'll work on her color commentary. Anyway, so thank you very much. The White Sox advance 6-0. Dobson going next for the White Sox. Going next is Lamar Hoyt. He won 24 games. He was 24-10 with a 3.66. And then you have Floyd Bannister at 16-10. You have to start 3 pitchers before you can go back. You have to go 3 pitchers, and then you can go back to your first pitcher. So, anyhow, I like to say, MP Fox says, now, were the White Sox wearing their shorts for this game? Yes, they were. They were in their softball. They wore one year. They actually wore shorts. It's horrible. The players hated it. The owner made them wear shorts.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, not good for baseball. No. You get those bad burns.
Yes,
that hurts.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly.
That hurts.
And you're a nurse. You know about that stuff.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Are you going to take my fever later?
Anyway. Take your fever later?
Oh, never mind. Anyway, folks.
Am I going to check you for a fever?
I don't know. Could you? That could be fun.
It's fun though.
Anyway. Thank you to MP Fox. Check out that wonderful card collecting channel. Thank you to Keith White. Keith says, what kind of relationship can be fertilized from a hemorrhoidal dichotomy? Well, you never know. So thank you to MP Fox, Keith White, Sports Time Machine. Please check out all those wonderful channels. Let's get Sports Time Machine to 200 subscribers or more. The Dog Show, check out his great channel. Bobby Cantillano, the Alligator Huntress, and much, much more. Clinton Parks, tremendous baseball knowledge. Alan Shaw, our good friends from across the pond. Thrice Aroni, a card collecting treat. Kurt Berglund, check out his wonderful channel. He's doing a lot with I went brain dead. I know the game. I know the game. Pine Tar Baseball, best out of 9 World Series. With the American League and National League greats. Good stuff there. Mike McAllister, always wishing you well with your health, my friend. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. A little levity at the end. A little levity. Learn to laugh. Life's too short. Once again, the Chicago White Sox advanced to the Elite Eight in our 1983 one-and-done tournament. Strat-O-Matic card and dice with my original set that I purchased as a youth. The Mets, the clock struck 12 on the Cinderella Mets. And now, health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Goodbye. Bye-bye. God bless. And you know what's coming, folks. Peace. Love you all.